Okay, so let's make an update here on BTC USD. Now, if you remember from our last analysis, what did we identify on it? We identified that we had this previous resistance here now turned support at this area from a weekly perspective. In fact, after the move to the upside, the market had found resistance at the zone, broke it to the upside, and after the break of the area, what do you expect? You expect the market to go and retest it and find support at the zone, because if you have a weekly demand area, you definitely want to see the market respect it. Now, if we go down and see what is the situation from a daily point of view, what did we say? We said on the daily that we had this previous support, now turn resistance here, and that we were expecting the market to break this area back to the upside before then be looking on the retest for potential longing opportunities. And things have not changed. Now, from a 4 hour perspective, okay, if you're not already in the long a trade, what kind of situation are you supposed to be seeing here from a 4 hour perspective? Now, on the 4 hour, you have a market that has already created a nice impulse and correction to retest this previous resistance, now turned support. And at the moment, everything is bullish from a 4 hour point of view. Now, if you're running the trade, I suggest you continue to run the trade risk free to the upside, because it's definitely a great opportunity if the market will actually manage to break above the resistance that is facing right now. Because don't forget that at the moment, from a daily perspective, we are facing this resistance. Now, if you are to buy BTC USD, don't buy it at resistance. Okay, if you're already running the long from lower, continue to run it risk free. But if you are not already in, don't buy from resistance, because yes, the market should break to the upside. But if the market will respect the resistance, then obviously it's not a good idea to anyway ever buy at resistance. It's too risky. Now, what do we know at the moment? We have identified this resistance from a daily perspective, but at the same time, we have support here, meaning that the market at the moment is trapped in between this resistance and this structure support. In fact, the market has created this W formation, broke above this previous resistance, which is now support. Now, with students, until the market will be trapped in between this resistance and this support, we won't be looking for any opportunities, neither for a long nor for a short. What we also can notice, if you look at the bigger picture, is that currently the market might be starting to consolidate basically inside of this wedge formation. So we might actually see a drop lower, and we will see basically some more consolidation before possibly a break to the upside or to the downside. But anyway, as usual, guys, trading is reactive, not predictive. We won't be looking for any trading opportunities unless we will see a clear break above the area. If we will see the break, then on the retest of the area, what we will be doing with students, we will be monitoring for a potential longing opportunity if our 4 hour rules will be satisfied. So after a break and all this resistance will be turned support, at that point we will be monitoring price action from a 4 hour perspective, waiting for the market to provide to us one of our valid entries. And if the market will provide to us one of our valid entries, then we will be taking a nice long position with a good risk to reward and good probabilities for a nice move to the upside. On the other side, if the market from here will break all structure to the downside, then it will break also the weekly the weekly support that we will have here, that will be turned resistance. At that point, we definitely have the possibility to be looking on the retest for potential shorting opportunities. Why? Because at that point, as we have already seen from a weekly perspective, we will have resistance at this zone. So we will be monitoring price action with students on the 4 hour time frame, waiting for the market to provide to us one of our valid entries. And if the market will provide to us one of our valid entries, we will be taking a nice short with a very good risk to reward and good probabilities for the move to the downside. So as usual, being reactive and not predictive, we have to wait for the market to show us its hand. There is definitely a possibility to see from a weekly perspective the market go a lower and make this move to the downside. Why? Because if a market makes a move like this, goes up, goes down, here it has a left support area as we have here. So down, up, down, down, up, down, then the market creates an equal high. You can definitely expect a wave to the downside for the completion of this inverted head and shoulders before continuation to the upside and completion of the big impulse, correction, and impulse. So there is definitely a possibility to see BTC USD go lower, as well as there is the possibility to see BTC USD go higher and respect this weekly resistance. We can't know what the market will do, but what we can know is how we will be approaching the market according our rules. So as usual, waiting for the market to provide us its hand and then be acting upon what the market has shown us. Now, if you enjoy this free analysis and education, make sure you drop a like and a comment. It really does support the creation of more free education and analysis for all of you. And I will see you in the next video.